Well, today on Rise and Glass Recaps, we're going to look at some ancient geek economy with a DIY computer project that's been done probably hundreds of times before. And my goal is to move it without having any error codes pop up when it boots. Back in a moment, I'll go into these things in a bit more depth. But when you remove, there's these three tabs, and you simply unclip the front. And in here, you'll find the USB 2.0, the hard drive light, and your audio are all inside here. There's a screw here, you lift it up, and you pull the assembly out with all the cords. There's these three tabs, 1, 2, 3, 3 on this side. If you pry those up, you can pull the box out. On here, you'll find more tabs. Here and here, right here, right here. Simply unlock those, and this piece comes apart, and you can pull all the USB 3.0 USB audio and that little light out. Okay, and those are all the pieces that I'm about to show you. There's some pieces and parts we got for the new machine. The reworked front audio, our USB 3.0, that's not going to be used. 2.0 audio, we need to use that. Well, I suppose you know what those are for. We got a video card that's going to require a splitter. Here's our front 3.0 that we're going to put in. Here's our, up here, controller for our lights. And our SSD. And this is how we're going to fix the front audio. It's a 9-pin USB to dual USB cable. We'll go through that a little bit more in depth later. Well, that's it. These are all the new things that are going in, aside from the fans and things, to make our POS small form factor into something we can actually use. Okay, well, the first thing you need to know when you're going from small form factor to a normal box is this small form factor uses a 8-pin power supply, and all normal power supplies use a standard 24-pin. Well, Amazon sells this little doohickey. Goes from 24-pin standard to an 8-pin Dell. That saves us a lot of work. Anyway, we're going to take a little tour of what can be done with an old case. Got some rough parts, but I don't know, it just kind of has character. Alright, let's go inside. I've modified this a little bit. Notice we got a lot of purple. Yeah, purple's a cool color. It really is. Okay, this is what we got for a case. I've already plugged in the power LEDs, the power button, and the hard drive activity light from the case into here. This one, the hard drive activity light, is going to represent the diagnostic Dell lamp. This is your first thing to get. I've got one here I can show you in my other OptiPlex kit. This is what your kit looks like. And this little guy right here is the one you want for this. And it comes with instructions. It tells you how the pinout works. This adapter kit is for my 3020. It carries all of the odd pins. Here's the hard drive pin, and this is the USB. It's really weird. I don't know why Dell did this, but you got the weirdest goddamn fittings. This is the other thing you're gonna need. You'll find these on Amazon or eBay. This is the standard fan for Dell. See if we see that. Converted to a standard 4-pin. All 4 pins are there. It lets the Dell board think that it's running a Dell fan. It'll be really happy and you won't get any codes. This will save you from getting codes. This power button. 5-pin power button. And this part, apparently you can use one of those small jumpers and jump this on the board, but you lose your front audio. So I've chosen just to use these guys. They're a project thing. So I pulled a few wires out of here and then soldered here and here. So it's 16 solders, 16 heat shrinks. And the reason I made them pluggable in the middle is in case I needed to move some wires around, but I just followed color to color. But that's all I did, was make it longer and use part of. So a couple of things I've done to the case. So I've taken this piece out. There was a piece of metal here that supported the hard drives, the hard drive cage, drilled out and removed. I cut a massive hole up there for a front fan, because I like airflow. And I cut this monster hole in the top. If you look carefully, that's a EVGA power supply. I chopped up to make that grill. Works great, by the way. And that's the case we're moving into. We'll have a lot more airflow and room for a full-size card. Video card, that is. Because that's the problem with small form factors. You really cannot use a decent card. Now there is one more problem. Small form factor does not come with a backing plate. This thing in here, I gotta work around for that. We'll show you when we put the motherboard in. And I decided to keep the 80mm fan on the back. Anyway, the purple is because this is the power supply I've got to put in here. And this is gonna be so ketchup and mustard, it's gonna make people sick. But it ain't a beauty. It ain't built for beauty. This is built for science, Jack. Here we go. Here's the motherboard. Remember I talked earlier about the small form factor not having a plate? It's built into the box, so you don't get one. There is a sticker on there though that you can peel off. Here's the sticker. I laminated it and then cut out the holes. You can use the original packing as a template. That just slips over the top. Cut the holes a little tight so it snaps on. Right? That goes up against the back of the case. Line up our holes. critical stage here. I know a lot of you are wondering why the hell I did this. Why it would take a small form factor case, take the guts out and put it into a old rig like this. First of all, I like the rig. Second of all, I couldn't live with the crappy little video cards that were in that thing. And I got this. My poor little Gigabyte. It's a 7870 that needed a home. There it is. A couple of 6-pins. Pretty all that up a little bit. There we go. That's it. Now we gotta take it over and put it on the test bench and see if it doesn't blow up. There, that hides it as best I can in this case. There's really no place to hide your wires. Sometimes you just have to celebrate the ketchup and mustard, especially in a case this old. Did something. Fire it up. There's Dell. There it is. Hey. It works. If you're still watching, thank you. This has been a really odd recycling project, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. It wasn't easy. It was a bit like the New York Times crossword puzzle. But I took on the challenge, and I kind of liked it. Good luck with your project. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.